Today we'll be changing the outboard motor oil in a 4-stroke Suzuki 140A. When you bought your engine, the dealer or manufacturer provided a bag of tools which the dealer may not have given to you, or you may have thrown them out. But in that bag of tools was actual useful tools. So one of them, a screwdriver, you can take out these screws with, but to get them started, it comes with this thing that can help break the screws. So you're going to need to break this side panel off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I'm not mistaken, screws that you'll need to take off. The oil filter is right behind here, and then down here they've also provided an Allen key or an Allen wrench that will take off the drain plug. Now in the bag you'll also find a tiny bag of 3 compression fittings. These compression fittings are bushings or washers or whatever they are. You'll need to put one in here, so replace the one that's in there with one that you got in your maintenance bag. As you can see, the first thing I did was remove the cowling. Second thing you'll need to do is to break these screws free with the tool they provided, or you can, use your own. Now that we've got all the screws off, we'll just remove this, set it out of the way. Here's my setup for catching my oil. It's a Yeti cooler sitting on a couple 4x4s, a 10-quart drain container from your local auto parts store, and then a filter, and another 2x4 just to hold the filter in place while it's draining. Again, in your tool bag, you received a Allen wrench, and then this kind of socket gimmick. You can use these to break the bolt or break the plug. That's what I'm going to do. Looks like my compression fitting's coming out with my bolt, with my plug, so we should be all right. Black gold. Now while that's draining, I'm going to go ahead and break loose my oil filter with my oil filter wrench. Here's a Suzuki oil filter for a 140A, part 16510-61A31, and on the filter it gives you some instructions on what you need to do to install it properly. They say to apply a thin film of oil to the surface of the gasket before screwing it on. So here's your little gasket, so I'll get a little bit of oil from there, put a little thin film on there, hand tighten until the gasket contacts the surface, and then 3/4 turn after that. Basically it's like any other car oil filter. As stated earlier, when you remove this oil plug, it has a compression fitting on it that you need to also remove and replace with a new compression fitting. It's only meant to be used once. Almost the last thing we need to do is refill the engine tank with oil. So we're going to move this yellow cap, grab our oil, funnel, this engine takes 6 quarts, so I've put another quart in this container and we're going to bring it up to 6 quarts. Now that we've filled the engine with oil, let's check the dipstick. And we are about right here. So there's one dot, there's another dot. We're in between the dots, so it should be okay. Now that we've replaced our oil filter, filled our tank with oil, and checked the dipstick level, we're going to turn the engine on, run it for about 10 minutes, come back, check for any leaks, check the dipstick level again, replace the cowling and the side panel, and reset the digital readout. So if you have the digital readout, I'll show you what you need to do to reset that. Now when it comes on, it asks us if we've had any fuel in there. We have not, so we're going to enter no. We have to close this alarm. You can't scroll around, say yes or no. So we're going to say enter, enter. And then we have our safety stop or emergency stop switch disengaged. So we're going to pull it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And that should be it. So we're going to turn the motor off, or turn the power off. Turn it back on, and we should not receive the oil alarm anymore. We're getting barely just a little drop right here, so we're going to go ahead and add some more oil just to be safe. And we are about right here. This is the bag of tools that you'll get when you buy your Suzuki outboard. And inside it, like I mentioned earlier, there's definitely some useful tools. This Allen wrench will open up or take the plug, the oil plug off. I believe it changes some of the anodes. This, I'm not quite sure what it's used for yet. I haven't had to use it. However, you can use it for some torque when breaking open that plug, or use it for some torque with this tool when breaking open the screws that hold the side panels on. That's just the right size of the head of the screw. Break them off. You'll also get a flathead and a Phillips head screwdriver. You can't get much power on this because it's so skinny, but you wrap a towel around it, you can really put some torque on it. So another nifty thing they give you 3 of these compression fittings, which will be used to, when you take out the oil drain plug, one of these will come out of there. Don't reuse it, use one of these. That's what they give them to you for. They're really cheap anyway if you need to buy a new one. They also give you some pliers and a wrench, an open face wrench. Haven't had to use that yet. And then this will be for flushing out the engine. You can just fit a hose onto it. If you don't have a hose, or your maybe head of the hose broke off or got smashed, you can just stick it on here, screw it in, and flush out your engine. You also need, well, I used, if you got some meat hooks, you could probably take off the oil filter without it, but an oil filter wrench. And I use the X-Star 10W40. It's the FCW certification marine oil. I suggest using it because it costs you, say, $25 to $35 for a gallon of this, whereas if you bought the cheap oil at Walmart, it's going to cost you $15. So for as expensive as your engine is, and as much I've read and heard from marine mechanics who say that they've broken down engines that have only used marine grade as compared to engines that have only used motor oil, regular car motor oil, or the cheap stuff, there's definitely a difference in between the wear and tear they'll see on the 2 engines. So I'm going to go ahead with what the manufacturer suggests, and I suggest you do the same. That's all there is to changing the motor oil in your 4-stroke Suzuki outboard. I hope you liked the video. Leave your comments down below, subscribe, like, and we'll see you next time.